Well, friend, you've had a good run at the Yellowstone, but your time here is up. Grab your gear. I'm taking you to the train station. We are through the park. We are through the town of West Yellowstone. Man, that was a line to get back into the park. I'm glad we're not going to be doing that until much later in the day. We're now in the state of Montana, heading west out of West Yellowstone. Before long, the road will bend south and we'll head down into Idaho, down along the west boundary of the park. Going to drive down into a little town called Ashton, Idaho, and then we'll turn back east and head back into the park. No gate to worry about at that spot.
Welcome to Idaho.
Alright, I've arrived in the little town of Ashton, Idaho. I'm down to about half a tank of diesel fuel. Maybe get some alternative sustenance. And then we'll continue on. I really had my heart set on a breakfast biscuit. But I think there's a lot of park traffic coming through this town. Maybe a lot of people fly into Idaho Falls and they drive up into the park. The highway was pretty busy all the way down, and they had all sold out of their breakfast biscuits. So, of the whole loop that I'm driving, this is the southwest corner. Now I head back that way to the east-northeast, back into the park. Then we're going to take the road north up into, I think it's called Beckler. It's either Beckler or Betchler Ranger Station, which is in Wyoming, but the road in goes right along the state line. At one point it bends to the west, and when it does that, it goes into Idaho. It's the westernmost point of the road, and I can see it on the map, so I'll know when I'm there. That'll be where I intend to be. We'll activate Yellowstone National Park from the state of Idaho. I don't know if it's ever been done. I don't know how to filter a search on the POTA site for Yellowstone activations in Idaho. For all I know, it's the first. I doubt it, but for all I know, it is. A couple other things I did here in Ashton while I have internet that I neglected to do earlier. I added an activation for today for myself in Yellowstone National Park in case I have to rely on RBN. I also updated my account on SOTAmāt to include parks on the air in Wyoming. I'm not going to be in Wyoming. I got to include Idaho too. I don't know if that's going to matter or not. It just needs US 0070. I think it'll load that with either state, but I'll load both just to be sure. So I'll show you the SOTAmāt system today. I think this is the first time I'd be able to film it, so that'll be cool. It requires prep work, and I explain all that in a video I made earlier. I'll put a link right here. And so I'll be able to go in and select 0070. It'll be in my database. It'll have that in a message combination that it can send.
Welcome to Idaho.
Okay, we've reached our destination. This is where the road bends its farthest over to the west and ends up in Idaho. This is the zone of death. Unfortunately, I think I want to go a little bit farther north, all the way to the ranger station, because I need the zone of the pit toilet. It seems like there's plenty of room here for me to be able to pull off and be out of the way. I will be pretty much next to the road. Not too much farther. It was only 1.5 miles from the turn to the ranger station, so we're heading that way. Got a children's sign here. 15 miles an hour, children. What kids are gonna be out here? All right, we've reached, I think it's called Bechler Ranger Station. Bechler, B-E-C-H-L-E-R. Good place you can come to have a more pristine Yellowstone experience. This is way backcountry. I've read some hiking reports of people coming in here and spending the whole weekend hiking around and not seeing a single person. That'd be pretty cool. Little office, ranger station. There's some solar goals for my RV. All the trailheads are that way. I guess they have, you can go on trail rides too, maybe. All right, I'm heading back out to my QTH from the ranger station. I had a real nice talk with the ranger out there. And it was honest to God, law enforcement ranger. I used the pit toilet out there, and he didn't wait for me to saunter up to the office. He came out to talk to me. He came out of the building and walked over to check my business. We're way out here. It probably gets people wandered out here lost real easy, I would imagine. But I told him, I said my interest in the area is geographical, and that being in Yellowstone Park and the state of Idaho at the same time is rare, and other radio operators out there will want to talk to me and kind of add that geographic mark to their log. And he looked at me and said, "Oh, you mean the murder zone?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Yeah, we got people come down here all the time." And I didn't think he meant radio operators, but he went on and specified that people come down and take selfies and shoot little videos at this one spot on the road that goes into Idaho. That station is in Wyoming. I mean, this road just is right on the state line. Here we are, we're running right into it here. But he was really cool about it. I told him I'd be down here running radio for maybe a couple hours. If he gets any weird reports, that's what's going on. He said, absolutely no problem. We're used to people coming down here interested in the murder zone. And apparently a lot of people come down here and debate him. They start talking about, because he's honest to God law enforcement. And they're like, oh, we can murder someone down here and you can't even arrest us. We'll get to that in a minute. All right, folks, this is it. We are now in Yellowstone National Park in Idaho. This will be our operating location on the side of this road. Ranger said as long as someone can get around me, that's all I need. And there's enough room there to get around even my wide-bodied truck. This is it. This is the train station. Isn't it beautiful? It doesn't look like a bad place at all. Zone of death. I'm going to start getting set up here, and while I'm getting it set up, I'm going to explain the zone of death to you. Let's go. What is this mysterious zone of death? It all started back in like 2005, 2006. Some law professor from Michigan State, I believe, found a legal loophole in constitutional law. We're on federal ground right now. So if I were standing here to commit a crime and be arrested, just suspected of a crime and be arrested, I am subject to the jurisdiction of federal courts. Federal courts are subject to the U.S. Constitution. So the U.S. Constitution states that I have a right to trial in front of a jury. The jury made up of people that are both in the district and the state in which I am suspected of a crime. All right, we're in Yellowstone National Park. All of Yellowstone National Park falls within the Wyoming Federal District. The complication comes in that we're in the state of Idaho. So again, I've got to have a jury trial in front of my peers from the district and the state. So the people who serve on the jury must live within the Wyoming district and the state of Idaho. It's about 50 square miles, this overlapped area. There ain't nobody here. Nobody lives here. There are no residents. There is zero population to pull a jury from. Therefore, the federal government cannot guarantee me a trial as specified by the U.S. Constitution. That's the interest in this area. And that is the basis for the concept of the train station on the Yellowstone TV show. Now, theirs is kind of silly. I mean, they have to... It's Hollywood. They gotta bend it and twist it a little bit to fit their narrative, and that's fine. I don't fault them for that. I mean, it's Hollywood. There's going to be some facts that are stretched and distorted. I mean, in the show, they live in Montana and they drive into Wyoming to their train station, which totally negates everything. And they change it to, in John Dutton's explanation, it's a county that has zero population. I guarantee you that doesn't exist.
It lays in a jurisdictional dead zone in a county with a population of exactly zero, hence no jury of your peers and no court for a change in venue.
But, it works, and it is based on something in reality, and that's this piece of ground right here. And I think that's all Hollywood's really interested in. Well, it is based in some form of reality. So in a nutshell, that's it. Here's my problem. Let's say you had this master plan of committing a crime here, thinking you can get away with it. Your plan is based on the assumption that the federal government will play by the strict rules given to it. Did you catch that? I'll say it again. Your plan is dependent upon the federal government playing by the rules. That's a bad plan. But of course, none of that means anything to us amateur radio operators. It's just geographical interest, you know, which is cool for most of us by nature of what we do here. All right, so now comes the SOTAmāt part. Okay, no cell signal here. In fact, I need to put this on airplane mode. Don't chew up battery there. No cell signal. We're obviously very remote. This is typical for my situation. A lot of times I will just start calling, but I want to demonstrate SOTAmāt for you today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a frequency first. Bands have been bad. Summertime propagation, 20 meters is pretty much all I have. It's it. 20 meters. All right, maybe 326 here. Just blow another activator. Okay. I'm going to go to Spot POTA. Location. I'm in Wyoming. Park 0070. Well, I'm not in my Wyoming. That's okay. Don't worry about that. I didn't load Idaho. I'm going to pick my starting frequency point, which is 14.225. So that tells me I've got the whole band loaded up by 1 kilohertz increments. I'm going to select that. And now this will pull up a wheel where I can pick my frequency. Right there. And now I'm all set to go. All I got to do is play FT-8 audio and I'm good. I'm going to check my frequency first. KE0VIM, is this frequency in use? Kilo Echo 0 Victor India Mike, is this frequency in use? Is this frequency in use? Okay, I'm going to go to my B channel. And I'm going to go to the 20 meter FT-8. And now I can switch back and forth with my AB button between my frequency and FT-8. All right. Kilo Echo 0 Victor India Mike, is the frequency in use? Okay, I think I'm clear. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold the microphone right by the phone. The phone is going to play the audio. It's going to time up with the FT-8 here. And it'll transmit. Here we go. So it says, yeah, it's not, shoot. I'm not timed up. Huh. Okay, well I keep hitting that and it just hops all over the place, so I don't know what it's going to do. Okay, that sounded like that was synced up pretty good. Hopefully that worked. Kilo Echo 0 Victor India Mike, is the frequency in use? CQ, Parks on the air. Kilo Echo 0 Victor India Mike from US 0070. That's Yellowstone National Park in Idaho. I am activating the zone of death. John Dutton's train station. CQ, Parks on the air. Kilo Echo 0 Victor India Mike. Okay, so that seemed like it went pretty good. The thing I forgot to do before I left home while I was in Ashton, was to sync up the time for FT-8. But it seemed like it worked okay. CQ parks on the air. Kilo Echo Zero Victor India Mike. It's Yellowstone National Park, but I'm in the state of Idaho in the zone of death. Real life inspiration for John Dutton's train station in the TV series Yellowstone. CQ parks on the air. Kilo Echo Zero Victor India Mike.
Kilo 4 Victor Bravo Lima.
Kilo 4 Victor Bravo Lima 5 and 7 Yellowstone National Park.
QSL Michael, thank you. You're 5-7 as well. 57 in Virginia. Roger.
Copy that. Thanks for 5-7 to the Commonwealth, sir. Have a good one today. 7-3.
You too. 7-3. All the best.
Kilo Echo Zero Victor India Mike parks on the air.
Whiskey 5 Fox Bravo Sierra, Oklahoma.
Whiskey 5 Fox Bravo Sierra. Hello again from Oklahoma. I got you 5 and 9. 5 and 9 to the zone of death in Yellowstone.
Good deal. Where are you located?
I'm in the state of Idaho, Yellowstone National Park, in a little 50-mile square area at the very southwestern corner of the park that just overlaps into Idaho.
Oh, yeah. Tell Rip we said hi.
What's that?
Okay. Hey, appreciate the call from Oklahoma. Have a good one. 7-3.
All right, buddy. Have a good one. Bye-bye, 73.
Bugs are coming back. I was hoping that snow earlier this week would cut all that out.
CQ
They're back with a vengeance, like it just pissed them off.
From US 0070
Freezing temperatures 3 or 4 nights in a row. 3. This is Kilo Echo Zero Victor India Mike. Zone of death. Parks on the air. Whiskey 5 Echo Whiskey Lima. You're 5-9 into Yellowstone, Idaho.
Oh, wonderful. You're 5-7 here into Cleveland, Oklahoma. QSL?
Cleveland, Oklahoma. Is that correct?
That's correct. It's 35 miles west of Tulsa. Over.
Okay. All right. Learn something every day. Appreciate it, Ed. Calling from Cleveland, Oklahoma. Thanks for the thanks for hunting me today. 7-3.
7-3.
6 Golf Romeo.
Yeah, the 6 Golf Romeo again, please.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. November 6 Golf Romeo 5-5.
Okay, November 6 Golf Romeo. I got you 5 and 9. 5 and 9 to Yellowstone in Idaho.
Very nice. Hope that volcano keeps itself under control there for you.
You know, I haven't had anybody worried about the volcano yet. I've heard about Rip. I've heard about bison, but yeah, you're the first one to mention the volcano. Hopefully that'll give us some warning signs, but that wouldn't be fun. Appreciate you hunting me today, sir, from New Mexico, the land of enchantment. Enjoy the rest of your day. 7-3.
73.
CQ parks on the air. Kilo Echo Zero Victor India Mike.
Kilo Delta 6 India Echo Zulu.
Kilo Delta 6 India Echo Zulu. I got you 5 and 7 to the train station in Yellowstone.
Very good. You are 5-8 in Southern California, Charlie Alpha.
Copy that. Appreciate the 5 and 8 down into Southern Cal. Thanks for hunting me today. Enjoy the rest of your week. 7-3.
Hey, thanks very much. Sounds lovely where you are. I didn't realize Yellowstone went into Idaho. I knew about Montana and Wyoming.
Yeah, it is actually a very interesting strip of land. Google the phrase zone of death, Yellowstone zone of death. And there's some interesting information there if you're interested. Thanks again from Southern Cal. 7-3.
73. With a name like that, they're probably trying to discourage Californians from coming to visit. But I understand where they're coming from.
Kilo Echo Zero Victor India Mike parks on the air.
Whiskey 6 India Kilo Echo.
Whiskey 6 India Kilo Echo. Nice signal. You're 5 and 9 to the zone of death in Yellowstone.
Thanks for Yellowstone. You are also 5-9 into Southern California. Great signal, and thanks for your activation.
Yeah, appreciate you hunting me today. Enjoy the rest of your week. 7-3. Kilo Echo Zero Victor India Mike parks on the air.
Kilo 5 Golf Hotel Mike.
Kilo 5 Golf Hotel Mike, and then we'll try that park to park. Kilo 5 Golf Hotel Mike, you're 5-7 into the zone of death in Yellowstone. Back to you.
5757 North Texas.
Thanks for 5-7 North Texas. Happy hunting. 7-3. Okay, the park to park, come on in. Kilo Charlie 1 Radio India Delta. I'll give you a 3x2. 3x2 Yellowstone National Park. That's US 0070. Back to you. Okay, gotcha. 2385. Thanks for 2385. Thanks for the park to park. 73. Yes. Oh, amateur radio.
Oh, cool.
So I participate in a group called Parks on the Air. Kilo Echo 0 Victor India Mike. Parks on the Air. That was quiet, but I got Alpha Charlie 1 Juliet Sierra. Is that a Roger? Alpha Charlie 1 Juliet Sierra. Is that a Roger? Okay, copy that. I got the Alpha Charlie 1 Juliet Alpha Charlie 1 Juliet Sierra just above the noise in Maine. I got you. I'll give you a 4 and 3 here to Yellowstone National Park. Okay, Michael, I got you. You faded on me. I got you in the log. Appreciate the contact from Vacation Land in Maine. Have a good one, 7-3. The India Papa station, come on in.
November 5, Kilo India Papa.
November 5, Kilo India Papa. Thank you. I got you 5 and 5. Yellowstone.
Thank you. 33 Texas. 33 Texas. 33 Texas.
Copy that. Appreciate the 3-3 to the north. Let's see. That's the Lone Star State. Thanks for hunting today, 7-3. Did I hear that Florida 5 station? Florida 5 station, come on in. Okay, Florida 5, Alpha Yankee. Oh, no, that's not right. Alpha, let's see, Florida 5, I think it's Papa Yankee India. There we go. That's the right one. I'm starting to recognize your voice, brother. Appreciate the call from France. I got you 2x2. 2x2 to Idaho, India Delta. Back to you. Merci beaucoup. Okay, thank you. I got that 5 and 5, brother. Appreciate another one from France. Merci beaucoup. 7-3, Kilo Echo 0, Victor India Mike from the Zone of Death in Yellowstone. Parks on the Air.
Delta, Kilo Delta 9, Delta.
Okay, I think I got 3 stations ending in Delta, but that's all I got. Station ending in Delta, please.
November 8, Hotel Sierra Delta.
Okay, very good. November 8, Hotel Sierra Delta. You're 5 and 9 to the train station in Yellowstone.
Roger, Roger. I got you 57, 5x7, Missouri. Mike Oscar, thank you.
Thanks for being out there today. 7-3. Was there any other station ending in Delta? Come on in.
Kilo Delta 9, Zulu Bravo Delta. Kilo Delta 9, Zulu Bravo Delta.
Okay, Kilo Delta 9, Zulu Bravo Delta. I got you loud and clear. 5 and 9. 5 and 9 to Yellowstone in Idaho.
Hey, Roger. I'm in Indiana. I got you about a 5 and 3. Got you 5 and 3 in Indiana. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2.
Copy that. Appreciate that. 5 and 3 in the Hoosier State. Thanks for hunting today. 7-3.
73. You have a good one and keep on activating.
CQ, Parks on the Air. This is Kilo Echo 0, Victor India Mike. I'm in US 0070. That's Yellowstone National Park, but I'm in a little sliver of the park that overlaps into Idaho, known as the Zone of Death. CQ, Parks on the Air, Kilo Echo 0, Victor, India Mike.
Whiskey 0, November, Charlie Radio.
Whiskey 0, November, Charlie Radio. Another nice signal. I got you 5 and 9 into Yellowstone National Park in Idaho. Back to you.
Oh, very good, Idaho. Very good. Yep, you got the call right, I believe. Name is Mike and located in St. Paul, Minnesota. Well, we're not parks on the air, but we're actually in, I got a shed out behind the house and a portable system in here, so I don't know if it counts, but currently it's raining and probably in the mid-60s. Yeah, it's overcast, but I can sit out here and enjoy that. Over.
Yeah, copy that. Well, as far as hunting goes, it counts from anywhere, so that's fine. And I was thinking I was the only place that had nice weather right now, so it's nice to hear that there's some other spot that isn't in the 90s and the hundreds. So good to hear things are good for you in Minnesota. I appreciate you hunting me today, sir. Enjoy that portable system. Have a good one, 7-3.
Okay, very good. Thanks for the comeback, and yeah, at least we can enjoy it. It's not pouring, and it's not too hot. So, did you want to say hi, Levi? My 6.5-year-old nephew, grandson is here. He wanted to say hello. His name is Levi.
Oh, very good. Okay, Levi, step up to that microphone and say hi to Mike in Yellowstone National Park.
Yeah, he's wondering what you're doing in Yellowstone. You have the portable station set up in Yellowstone. Is there a lot of animals around there?
Well, thankfully, there's not a lot around me right now, but I can tell you, after being in the park for, I want to say, about 2 weeks now, I've seen about 3,000 bison probably, maybe a couple hundred elk, and I can tell you exactly, I've seen 13 bears, including 6 grizzly bears. They are out and they are active, and I've got bear spray on my hip right now.
That's quite a bit. Just stay clear. A lot of people don't, and they pay for it. Well, enjoy your stay, and maybe you're on vacation there or what, but enjoy it. And thanks much for the comeback. And Levi says is 73 too. This is his first time with radio, so he's having a little bit of fun with it. We've worked a few stations, and all the best to you, Mike, and we'll catch you later, and Mike also on this end. So 7-3 there. W0 NCR.
All right, gentlemen. Appreciate talking to both of you there, Mike and Levi, from a shed in the backyard in Minnesota. Thanks for hunting me down. Thanks for the short rag chew. Kilo Echo 0, Victor, India Mike. Parks on the Air.
Kilo November 6, Hotel Echo Charlie.
Kilo November 6, Hotel Echo Charlie. You're 5 and 9 to the Zone of Death in Yellowstone.
Roger, you're 5-9 into Orange County, California, and I'm in a mobile.
Okay, very good. That's sounding real good on the mobile system from Orange County. Thanks for hunting me today. Good luck to you, 7-3.
73.
All right, that's a wrap from the Zone of Death. The mythical train station. Of course, looks nothing like it does in the show. But this is it, the real thing in the flesh. I think I got somewhere in the neighborhood of 120 contacts. Pretty good. Should set me on my way to achieving that kilo. It's looking like it's going to be doable. As long as everything that I have planned goes as planned, I should get really close. And then by the weekend, we'll move out of the park back down to the Tetons. While I'm down there, I won't be far from the Yellowstone line, so I can get just inside the gate and activate just inside the south gate, which usually isn't very busy. And if I need 100, 150 more contacts, I'll stay and get that done. And that would be the first kilo. That's the goal. That'll be exciting. Just a beautiful forested area in here. Ranger didn't say anything about grizzlies here. Said mainly what they see here are black bears. And the grizzlies are more up to the north, closer to the mountains. So that eases me a little bit. This almost looks like this is some kind of easement, a cleared easement through here. Like a gas easement, but it's not marked. It's very soft. It's pretty wet. Maybe that's why there's no trees or anything in here. The ground's pretty soggy. It'd be a nasty surprise if you drove in it. All right, this is Kilo Echo Zero Victor India Mike, the Travelin ham, and that is a wrap from the zone of death, Yellowstone National Park, overlapping into the state of Idaho. Really interesting spot. Not a frequented part of the park, and you can even hike up and get into some of the fumaroles and the geysers and some of that more Yellowstone-ish type stuff from the backside from here, and just really have a nice, pristine backcountry hiking experience in this really busy park, and that's pretty cool. Hope you enjoyed it. 7-3. Finally, at long last, I have the Yellowstone bison experience. I don't know how long this is going to last.